But before we speak to all those guys, let's get some latest headlines from them. In the newsroom, it's Ed Carter.
Thanks very much. Locals in Knowle are trying to raise £4,000 to build a community garden. If they manage to reach their target, 2 Bristol organisations are promising to match the funding. Our reporter Yasmin Cook has been along to Redcatch Community Garden to find out a bit more.
Being the former European green capital, us Bristolians are always ready to get our hands dirty and our fingers green. Locals here in Knowle are no exception and are planning to change a disused bowling green into a striking new space.
Basically, the idea came to me when I was walking the dog. I've lived in the area for about 12 years, and first of all I used to push the pram and lastly walk the dog, and I kept thinking about this space here. So we had to go through a few hoops, you know, to talk to the parks people who've been very supportive. We've got a licence, we have to get planning permission, we've had investors come on because we've had no funding up to now. But we have got a proper business plan, because the idea is that we have the polytunnels on here, which will be growing veg and selling veg and plants. But also we're going to have a health and well-being section where people can come and just sit, or have community groups. You know, horticultural therapy is really important, and schools like taking their kids to gardens. People are very interested in gardening, and also the therapeutic sort of effects and benefits from it.
This empty space in an award-winning park is quickly filling up with big plans for a shop and a small cafe on site.
We really would like to just complement what's already here. I said we're going to be growing stuff for our local shop, growing stuff for our local cafe, so there's less food miles. We've got donated cherry trees that were given to us. We have grapevines, we have figs, we have all sorts of currants, and also gooseberries, and then in the tunnels we'll be growing things like tomatoes, peppers, chilies, aubergines, and cucumbers, and then outside we've got loads of different beans and runners and things like that. So it's going to be a massive, massive variety of veg and fruit.
Unfortunately, money doesn't grow on trees, so the group are hoping crowdfunding will help to get them up and running.
I'd kind of forgotten it was even here, so I think you walk past and you don't even spot, you know, that it's here and no one's using it anymore. And then when he said we could turn it into a community garden, you know, we could have a cafe, there can be a shop, there can be stuff that kids can come and do, they can do learning workshops, you know, older people can just come and have a nice afternoon. I just thought, wow, that would be incredible. As we get things moving, we will need people to come and volunteer and help us actually doing the physical stuff, like, you know, digging out beds, planting, doing stuff like that. And what we need to do is raise money. So we're launching a crowdfunder campaign, which launches on Thursday, the 1st of June. And that's hopefully going to raise some money that will just kick everything off, and then we can build on it from that. And ultimately the aim is to be sustainable, but we just need a bit of cash just to get stuff going first.
So let's hope the residents are bowled over with their new community garden. I'm Yasmin Cook for Made in Bristol TV.